The kingdom of Umueze stood proud among rivers and hills, its markets alive with voices, its farmlands rich with yam and cassava. But its people whispered that their king, Oba Chokudi, though brave and wealthy, was a man of pride. On the day Queen Ngozi bore him a daughter, joy thundered through the land. Drums beat until the sky trembled, dancers twirled, and gifts poured into the palace. The king, dressed in his red robe and golden eagle crown, lifted the infant high before his people. "Behold my Adiz," he cried. "She is brighter than the sun, more beautiful than the moon. No goddess, no spirit, not even the witches of this world can match her beauty." The people cheered, but in the crowd an old woman glared. Her skin was drawn, her dreadlocks long and streaked with grey, and her eyes burned red. She was Ayagba, the witch of the hills. The words pierced her pride like an arrow. She turned away silently, but vengeance already stirred in her heart. That night, when the palace slept, a dark mist crept through the king's chamber. Oil lamps flickered and died. Ayagba appeared, her body thin as smoke, her voice like thunder. "You boast too much, Chokudi," she hissed. "For your pride, your child shall suffer." Queen Ngozi clutched the baby, trembling. "Please, do not harm her." But Ayagba's red eyes glowed brighter. "From this night forward, the child shall never walk in the sun. She shall live only in darkness. The day she stands beneath the full moon, her breath shall stop unless the kingdom sacrifices 10 virgins to me. That is the price of your pride." Her laughter cracked like lightning as she vanished into smoke. Adiz grew into a girl of grace and wisdom, but her life was unlike others. While children laughed in the sunlight, she peered from palace curtains, watching with longing. By day, she remained hidden. By night, she walked the gardens under the moon, her braided crown hairstyle woven with golden beads glimmering faintly. She learned in secret, reading scrolls by firelight, her eyes wide with curiosity. She trained in the moonlit courtyard, her staff striking against the guards' weapons. Though her heart ached with loneliness, she did not grow bitter. The people called her the Night Princess. Some pitied her, some feared her. Mothers warned their children never to wander near the palace at night. Yet in her solitude, Adiz's heart grew kind, and her mind sharper than many elders. When Adiz turned 18, the festival of drums arrived. The kingdom blazed with fire torches, the air shook with dance and song, and joy spread like wildfire. From her chamber, Adiz watched and whispered, "Mama, please. Let me go. I want to walk among them, to hear the drums with my own ears. Have I not lived too long in shadows?" Queen Ngozi wept. "Daughter, the curse is real. The witch's words are sharper than any blade. If you go out, you may not return." But Adiz's spirit longed for freedom. Dressed in a flowing white gown, her braids adorned with golden beads, she stepped into the festival. The drums faltered. People gasped. "The princess," someone whispered. "The cursed princess walks among us." But Adiz's smile faded. Her body trembled, her chest heaved, her knees gave way. She collapsed to the ground, her gown spreading like a broken flower. The king rushed forward, shouting in despair. The people cried out in fear. The curse had awakened. Inside the council hut, the elders argued through the night. "We must obey the witch," one elder demanded. 10 virgins must be given. Only then will she live. Another slammed his staff. "No kingdom should kill the innocent to save one. If we do this, we will be cursed by the gods themselves." Queen Ngozi held her daughter's hand, tears dripping onto Adiz's pale face. "There must be another way. There must." Then a voice rose from the crowd. A young man, lean but strong, stepped forward. His short afro glistened in the torchlight, his wrapper plain and brown. He bowed. "My name is Obina," he said. "I am one who could be chosen for sacrifice, but I do not believe the gods want blood. Let me carry the princess to the sacred forest of Oni. If anyone can save her, it will be the goddess of the earth. The hut fell silent. The king's eyes narrowed. No man enters Oni's forest and returns alive. But Queen Gozi gripped Obina's arm. Her voice was steady though her tears still flowed. Go. If you have the courage, perhaps the goddess will hear you. Obina lifted Adis onto his back and walked into the night. The forest loomed, thick with shadows, roots twisting like serpents. Strange eyes glowed in the dark. Winds whispered curses. But Obina walked on, singing a song of courage his mother had taught him. At last, a tree rose before him, vast and golden at its roots, reaching the heavens. From its back stepped a woman radiant as the sun, her gown flowing white, her bronze skin glowing with power. Ani, goddess of the earth, had come. Obina knelt, Adis weak in his arms. Great mother, he pleaded, save her. She is innocent. Ani touched Adis' brow, light spilling across the forest. The curse was not hers, but her father's pride. Yet she has lived kindly. To break the curse, your people must show unity. Not blood, but sacrifice of love. Each must give what they can, hair, food, cloth, song, even the king's crown. Only then will the chains be broken. At dawn, Obina carried Adis back to the kingdom. He told the king what Ani had said, and the people gathered in the square. A fisherman brought his best catch. Hunters placed their animal skins. Children sang sweet songs. Even the poorest laid down a handful of grain. Finally, King Chokudi removed his golden eagle crown and placed it at his daughter's feet. A blinding light filled the land. The curse shattered like glass. Adis rose, her braids glimmering with golden beads, and for the first time, the sun touched her skin. She smiled, radiant and free. Smoke swirled, and Ayagba appeared, her red eyes blazing, her voice shrieking. So, you dare defy me? I will not be mocked. Lightning crackled from her hands. Adis stood firm. You cursed me because of pride, but unity broke your chains. You hold no power here. Ani appeared above, glowing like the rising sun. Ayagba, she thundered, your time is over. Beauty without kindness is emptiness. Begone. The witch screamed as her body crumbled to ash, the wind carrying her away forever. The people lifted their arms and shouted with joy. Drums thundered again, this time in freedom. Adis addressed them with a voice clear and strong. It was not blood that saved me, she said. It was love. It was unity. Let us never forget that we are strongest when we stand together. The king bowed his head, humbled. Obina stood at Adis' side, his heart proud. And in time, Adis became queen, ruling with compassion and wisdom. Fields flourished, children laughed, and the kingdom lived in peace. From that day forward, the story of the princess who could not see the sun was told through the generations, not just as a tale of curses and witches, but as a lesson. Pride brings downfall, fear divides, but unity is the true light that saves.